Coco Gauff Garbiñe Muguruza and others react to Carlos Alcaraz's dominant Doha triumph. Carlos Alcaraz's dominance shows no signs of slowing down, as the Spaniard clinched his second title of the season in Doha. He faced little resistance from French youngster Arthur Fils, sealing a straight-sets victory to lift the ATP 500 crown in commanding fashion. It marked a significant milestone for Alcaraz, and his commanding performance drew admiration from several prominent figures within the sport and beyond, including Coco Gauff and former Grand Slam champion Garbiñe Muguruza. Carlos Alcaraz's dominant Doha win draws reactions from Coco Gauff, Garbiñe Muguruza, and others. From the very first point, Alcaraz imposed himself on the contest, striking with authority and exhibiting elite court coverage. He encountered little resistance en route to a commanding 6-2 win in the first set. The Spaniard raised his level even further in the second, sealing it 6-1 to wrap up the final in just 50 minutes and capture the 26th career title. With the Doha triumph, Alcaraz captured his 9th ATP 500 trophy, pulling level with former world number 1 Andy Murray among the most successful players in the category since its launch in 2009. He also improved to 3-0 in his head-to-head record against Arthur Fils, took his outdoor hardcourt winning streak to an impressive 30 matches, and pushed his recent unbeaten run to 12 matches with his Qatar Open triumph, further underlining his dominance on the tour. The world number 1 shared a post on Instagram to celebrate his recent triumph. Alcaraz's triumph sparked reactions from several prominent figures across sports. Gauff summed it up with a brief "unreal," while former Grand Slam champion Muguruza wrote "nivelazo," praising the Spaniard's exceptional level. Beyond tennis, former Real Madrid star Lucas Bosquez reacted with 2 celebratory emojis, and his former teammate José Luis Mata San Martin, widely known as Joselu, hailed Alcaraz as El Numero 1. Moreover, Gauff's former coach and former world number 4, Brad Gilbert, was amazed by Alcaraz's speed during the match. "Wow, just looked up at television escape from Alcaraz sprinting downhill to the trophy," Gilbert wrote on X. Alcaraz entered the 2026 season riding the momentum of a remarkable 2025 campaign in which he claimed 8 tour titles, including 2 Grand Slam triumphs at the French Open and the US Open. He carried those lofty standards into the new year, capturing the Australian Open in February, his maiden major crown in Melbourne. Winning the ATP 500 title in Doha only strengthens his confidence as he sets his sights on the rest of the season. The triumph that captivated the tennis world. On a sunlit afternoon in Doha, at the iconic Khalifa International Tennis and Squash Complex, the tennis world witnessed a performance that seemed to blur the boundary between routine brilliance and pure sporting poetry. Carlos Alcaraz, the fiery and mercurial world number 1 from Spain, didn't just win the final of the Qatar ExxonMobil Open, he commanded it. In just 50 minutes, he dismantled French contender Arthur Fils 6-2, 6-1 to claim his 26th career title, his second of the young season and yet another testament to his ever-ascending trajectory. Spectators and analysts were struck both by the scoreline and the manner in which it was achieved: ferocious depth off the forehand wing, laser-guided serves, relentless court coverage, and a steely mental resolve that belied his 22 years. With this triumph, Alcaraz extended his unbeaten start to the season 1-2-0 and continued a hard-court outdoor streak now stretching to 30 matches, an almost old-world level of consistency. But he wasn't alone in celebrating. Reactions streamed in from contemporaries, legends, and fellow athletes within tennis, all offering something between awe, respect, and admiration. Coco Gauff, unreal. One of the most telling reactions came from Coco Gauff, a generational peer whose own rise in the women's game mirrors, in many ways, Alcaraz's relentless ascent on the men's tour. Upon seeing the Spaniard's Doha performance and sharing her thoughts in the wake of the final, Gauff summed it up in one succinct, electrifying word: unreal. That single descriptor carried a weight far beyond its brevity. Gauff, known for her strategic mind, athletic power, and mental fortitude, has competed against the globe's best for years. She knows a high-caliber performance when she sees one. There's something incisive about her choice of unreal. It's not just praise, it's acknowledgement of a level of play that nearly defies expectation. In a sport built on margins and instant adjustments, to call someone's performance unreal from a fellow elite competitor is to say that it transcended the ordinary benchmarks of excellence. Moreover, Gauff's reaction resonates because of the subtle implications of respect between peers. In an age where athletes often focus solely on their own tours and rivalries, a WTA star celebrating a remarkable performance on the ATP side underscores the shared language of excellence that transcends gender and draws community across the broader sport. We're reminded that elite competition does more than test skills, it inspires. In tennis, where narratives frequently intersect across draws and grand slams, this moment became one where one champion recognized brilliance in another. Garbiñe Muguruza, Nivelazo. Another powerful voice in the chorus of admiration was Garbiñe Muguruza, the Spanish former Grand Slam champion celebrated for her blend of power, finesse, and strategic depth. When she reacted to Alcaraz's breakthrough in Doha, she didn't reach for a simple adjective but chose the Spanish word nivelazo, a massive level. Nivelazo carries a certain cultural richness, implying not just proficiency but an elevated artistic execution of one's craft. Coming from a two-time major winner with deep experience competing at the sport's pinnacle, Muguruza's appraisal is both intimate and authoritative. It recognizes something technical and almost aesthetic in Alcaraz's play, a level of tennis that isn't just effective but expressive. Muguruza's reaction also gestures toward a deeper narrative of Spanish tennis legacy. Spain boasts a rich lineage of champions, from Manolo Santana and Sergi Bruguera to Rafa Nadal and beyond, and within that tapestry, Alcaraz has become a generational torchbearer. Muguruza's time suggests a deeper appreciation of how rare and striking his level truly is. Broader athletic admiration and recognition. The admiration didn't stop with figures rooted strictly in tennis. Former Real Madrid star Lucas Bosquez reacted with celebratory emojis, signaling that greatness in sport, even outside one's domain, is genuinely worth applauding. Meanwhile, teammates and football compatriots like José Luis Mata San Martin, commonly known as Joselu, hailed Alcaraz as El Numero One, the number one, a title that resonates beyond rankings into cultural recognition. Such reactions reflect a broader truth. Elite performers recognize elite performance. Even outside tennis, great athletes can see the grace, power, and discipline it takes to reach the top. In this case, a tennis victory became a shared emblem of excellence that transcended sporting boundaries. Meanwhile, voices from inside the tennis analytical world, such as former world number 4 and coach Brad Gilbert, watching on from afar,